Welcome back to the vlog, guys. We're done screwing around here. We're gonna head over to AP Upholstery because we are deep into the modifications of the interior of our R32 GTS-T project. Ricky went ahead and worked with Will on getting all of the interior stuff buttoned up, which you guys saw in previous videos. It's now been removed from the car. We've got it all back here, and we're gonna take it over to the homies at AP Upholstery, where they're gonna reupholster everything in the materials that we desired, which is leather and suede. We're gonna run that stuff over. Luckily, he's right up the street, and we'll show you guys when we get there. We made it. It's really close, actually.
It is.
We're back from AP Upholstery, and we've unboxed one of our Recaro seats. As you can see here, these are the Speed V. It's a really cool chair. It's gonna match the interior that we're doing on the car, so I'm really excited to get these in. This is our first time using Recaros on a throttle project car, which is pretty neat. Quality looks really nice. I can't wait to get them in the car. I love the little yellow accents. It kind of ties the exterior to the interior. But now we gotta get these things mounted, and these are a bottom mount seat. So inherently, especially in S chassis cars and R chassis cars, they sit really high because they have to be bolted from the bottom. You want to be able to slide them, so you add a slider. That slider has to be mounted to a bracket. So you're sandwiching all these components on top of one another, and that's bringing the seat higher and higher. So by the end of it, you're sitting like this inside the car. So what we're going to try to do is use our Street Faction mounts and actually modify them to accommodate the bottom mount seat and get it to sit as low as we possibly can. So it's going to require a little bit of cutting and welding. Ricky and I are going to get after it and tackle it right now. All right, well, we just bolted in the seat temporarily. Ricky mounted basically the outside Street Faction. I should explain, we're using a side mount kit from Street Faction. This is meant for a bucket chair, which we didn't get. We got bottom mount chairs. So we had ordered these back in October before we decided on what seats we were gonna run. Saw these seats, we had to get them, so we got them. And we just figured since we do mild fab here, we could just whip up something to make these work. And so that's what we're gonna do. Well, the really cool thing is that the Recaro slider actually bolted directly to the bottom of the Street Faction mount. Typically you would mount a 90-degree bracket on here and pick up your side mount seats from the side. But this worked for us. So now we just gotta come up with a solution for the inboard side, which is the tunnel side. Arguably the harder side to do, but I think we've already got it figured out. I think we can already just drill a hole in the front part of the mount and make a little weld-on tab in the back that picks up the rear foot, and we're good to go. We're gonna get started on making the bracket. Oh, we locked out, dog.
No, the car locked out.
It's right. It's right in that.
The car locked out. We're gonna do a hole.
Yeah, you were.
What do you say about those seats, Quinn?
Freaking G, dude.
You like those?
Leather on the back. See how far forward this is?
All right, well, we had to fillet up the Street Faction side mount quite a bit. We actually chopped off all of the side mount portion. We just left about 3/4 of an inch of material on the side there, which is perfect because it gets our seat rails mounted to the car, and we've got no interference with the chair, which is really good. This thing will slide freely, really nice. Now, the only thing we have to do is pick up this back foot here, just like this one is here. So we're gonna use a piece of the same thickness steel as the seat mount had, and we're gonna weld in a bracket that's gonna go off. Basically, we're gonna cut this off, drill a hole, and that's gonna create the tab that we need to mount the seat in 4 places onto the rail. It should be super buff and super safe. So I'm pretty happy with the way this is turning out.
Alright, so I'm sitting in my car right now. Before going inside and start wrenching on vehicles, I want to tell you about Manscaped. This video is brought to you by Manscaped.com, the global leader of men's grooming tools and hygiene solutions. It is that time of the year to show dad some love. With Father's Day approaching fast, now is the perfect time to give the gift of grooming with the latest and greatest products from Manscaped. Help him take that bod to the next level by using the Lawnmower 4.0, which is waterproof, cordless body trimmer by Manscaped. The sleek 4th generation Lawnmower 4.0 is the perfect beard and body hair trimmer for the modern man. But wait, there's more. Manscaped just released their brand new Boxers 2.0 that are the best boxers ever. With 6 different color combinations that can keep it classy and show off his fun side with the new Boxer Briefs by Manscaped. The Manscaped Lawnmower 4.0 and the new Boxer 2.0 are the perfect gift combination for any dad, husband, brother, son, or soon-to-be dad. So go to manscaped.com today and get 20% off and free shipping with promo code throtl on checkout. That's 20% off and free shipping with our promo code throtl at manscaped.com. Now I'm gonna go back inside and keep working on the R32 for you guys.
We just finished welding the last piece of the puzzle when it comes to the bracket. The next step is going to be us modifying the stock seat belt buckle back into the Recaro seat. So we have a nut that actually fits the bolt, the OEM bolt, and we are going to weld this nut to the seat, which is going to be in the exact same location that it came out of the OEM seat that we removed. So we're going to weld that in place. We're going to attach this to this, and we should be able to test the seat into the car. Damn, candy apple
With a racing stripe?
Nobody wanted it.
Look at that.
You jelly? Where's yours?
Where are they?
This is legit. Zombie ones.
We got zombies on it, dude.
Yours
Look at
good.
Will's. Look at Will's over there.
What is Wells?
The Captain America one.
Captain
He
America.
ain't even got put in the lab yet. That's his helmet.
What does Mickey think?
I think we're gonna have a pretty sick set of chairs in here, except for the holes that Ricky has burned in them.
Oh, that's just the tape.
All right, so let that cool off. Put a little, actually, put a little coat of paint. Like powder coated right now.
Well, Ricky and Mickey are taking care of the driver and passenger seat in this R32, and they're having all the fun without me. In order to install this big old subwoofer box that makes the sound system sound fantastic, by the way, we did have to get rid of the dome light that was on the underdeck. Now, we're gonna throw some lights in here to make everything inside of there visible in the dark. Just got done cutting in the license plate lights that are now our trunk lights. And I'm pretty happy with the way they turned out. They're just recessed in there nice and deep like. So now what I gotta do is keep this thing from rattling, and I'm gonna do that with some of our closed cell foam. I'm just gonna do a full perimeter and probably just one right here in the middle. And yeah, this thing should be in, should not rattle, and it will provide light to our trunk whenever we open it up and wanna take a look at the battery, take a look at the sub, or just kinda open it up and put a hockey bag in there. That is the cover for the license plate lights that have been converted to trunk lights installed. Now they're just waiting to be electrically connected. I gotta hunt those wires down, kind of make sure the fuse is good and rated for those, which they're LEDs, so they won't take up much. But I still have some wires to chase down and plug into that to get them to working. So probably wait next time for you guys to see that. But right now, that lid is completely covered and looking really sharp. Just another finishing touch we wanted to put on this car for you guys. That's it for me.
Ricky's buttoning up the passenger side seat. I'm just gonna make the same modifications to the driver's side seat. We started on the passenger on purpose because you always do your best work on the second thing you do. So it's pretty true, right? So we're gonna make sure we focus all our efforts on making sure this driver's seat is 100% perfect. Not that the other one isn't. It actually turned out really awesome. We're just gonna duplicate that process on this side, and we're gonna paint these brackets black because we are modifying them a little bit. So we wanna make sure all the edges are sealed and they're not gonna rust down the road. We wanna make sure they match. So Ricky's gonna get everything prepped for paint. I'm gonna finish this up and we'll have seats in the car. throwing the seat in. This is gonna be the final test fit for the seat. We still have to do the carpet in the car, so it's definitely gonna come back out. We wanna get the seats in, make sure everything's the way we like it, you know, usable. We're gonna go ahead and bolt them in, and we're gonna unbolt them and take them right back out.
Just like we did on the last seat, I just redid again on this one. I welded the nut for the seatbelt buckle, and I taped and covered everything to make sure that I didn't get anything anywhere else. Check out both seats. With the double V's in yellow and at the bottom as well. Woo!
These are baller, dude. These are nice. These are really nice. They feel so crisp. I want a set for my car.
What car, Quinn? Yeah, me too.
What car? What car do you want? Put them in the E36. Or I'll put them in the FD. I don't care.
Ooh. As you guys can see, the chairs are in. Ricky did an absolutely killer job getting these Street Faction mounts modded up to fit our Recaro seats. We'll say the Street Faction mounts are really nice. It felt almost disrespectful to cut them up, but because we ordered basically the wrong seat mounts for our seats, we had to do that. So no disrespect to Street Faction, what they actually provided us for side mount seats actually work fine for our bottom mount seats with a little bit of modifications, as you guys saw. And man, they're super solid. We've got factory seat belts in there. They slide like a dream. They worked out great. They're super comfy. Now it's time to pull these chairs out so they don't get damaged. We're gonna stick them on the shelf for now until we get the rest of our interior in, and those will be the last thing that goes in. Now we gotta move on to the carpet. So we're gonna grab that, pull these out, and get that test fitted and see how it is.
All right, so we got a few things off this floor, and I'm gonna just keep going. As soon as I'm done, we'll be able to rip the carpet off the floor. So before I put the carpet in, I have this first layer that goes in, which is typically used for sound deadening and keep the outside noise outside and the inside noise inside. And it also keeps the car warm. It's also like insulation. First layer's in, time for the carpet. Now that we just finished fitting the carpet in, and it's pretty much settled in its actual place where it's going to be staying at for the rest of its life. Next step is for us to cut the holes for the bolts for the seat brackets and the seatbelt bracket and everything else in between. So that's pretty much what I'm doing now. This part takes forever, but it's very necessary to do because without it, you won't be able to bolt anything down.
Ricky's finishing up the carpet. He's gonna go ahead and run the vacuum over it now. It's pretty much, everything's done. It's all cut, ready for the seats to go back in, but we do wanna vacuum it before we do that. While he is finishing up, I actually started tackling some of our new rubber moldings. One of the nice things about the R32 is that Nissan did go back into production with a lot of the products through their heritage program. So there are a lot of new moldings and stuff available. Not everything, unfortunately. We've got one molding here that I would like to replace, but we can't. So we're gonna treat it and make it as best we can. Everything else that we can replace, we're replacing. So the door openings and everything will all have new seals and moldings. That way these doors close like a new car when we're done with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish popping these in while Ricky cleans up the rest of the carpet. We're gonna pop the seats back in and we're gonna carry on. Aside from the glass bounce around there because we don't have the interior trim in. Look at that, the door opens by itself. Ready? Gotta love new moldings. No water's gonna get in there now. We've got good new seals on the door. What I like is this right here, how it goes over top of the corner of the mirror. The old ones were ripped and looked terrible, so it's nice. Really finishes the car off.
Second seat is in, brand new carpet is in. It looks amazing, take a look.
Finishing up for today, we got the new carpet in.
New carpet,
We got the new Recaro seats in.
which requires a little bit of
Custom
customization on the brackets. Yeah.
of our Street Faction bracket.
Oh, the molding that you did.
Did some new moldings, weather strip moldings on the doors. We also, if you guys didn't see the previous video, the tail lights are actually completed. We'll pop those up on the screen right now for you. They look really crazy.
They look amazing. I really like it.
Like infinity tails, I guess.
Infinity
Is that how it's
tail lights.
called?
Yeah.
It's a really cool looking mod. This thing's really shaping up. We've got the rest of the interiors out right now getting wrapped in leather and suede, which is gonna be really nice.
Wait, when it comes back, it's gonna look so good.
The only next thing to address is the powertrain. So
Oh yeah.
that can only mean one thing. We're about to get greasy.
And very, very dirty.
So in the next video, you guys are gonna see us ripping the powertrain out of this thing and getting the engine bay ready for spray, building up a motor. So stay tuned for that. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're having a blast building this thing. I think it's gonna turn out way better than I think any of us really anticipated at this point. We're really excited to get it all done and enjoy it. So hit that subscribe button, guys. Leave us some comments down below. We'll see you in the next one.
All right, so now we. All right, so. All right, so now that we just.
What?